Death, exploitation of others on the basis of race, color, religion, caste. These are what we witness daily. What could be the reason for all these massacres? One of the most urgent needs of every one of us is to attain power, position, name and fame. By hook or crook, we try to exploit others in order to acquire power, secured positions in our jobs. Down the centuries, the history bears witness to the great falls of the kingdoms just because of the desire for the power. We have ample of examples in the Bible, starting from the story of Adam and Eve, desiring to be like God, made them to lose the closeness with God. Thus, the authority or power in today's cultural context has become a source of stress. The readings of this Sunday revolve around the theme of power or authority. God shares His authority with human beings from the beginning of creation by inviting us, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. So by our birthright, we have become shareholders in the authority of the Creator. Thus, God shares His authority generously with us for the loving service of the creation. The first reading clearly depicts the denunciation of the selfish, unfaithful and unworthy Shebna, who uses his authority for selfish motives. So God dethrones him and entrusts the authority to Eliakim, the humble and faithful servant. In the second reading, St. Paul acclaims the uniqueness of the authority of God by acknowledging that God's ways are mysterious, His judgments are unsearchable, and His wisdom and knowledge are rich in depth. This uniqueness of the authority of God is manifested in the Gospel by the election of St. Peter, a simple, illiterate fisherman, to be the successor of him. The authority is to enable one to be in loving service of the humanity. The privileges that are attached with the authority are not for personal exploitation, but for the extension in loving service to the other. Dear friends, today the world is filled with power mongers. Thus, the attitude of seeking for power has invaded even into the human relationships. The opposite of love is not hatred, but control. We wish everyone to fit into our own ideologies and above all to fulfill our own expectations or photocopies of our thoughts. This eventually brings rupture in human relationships, be it among couples in the family or among friends or in any sphere of human relationship. My authority is not to dominate others. Saint Mother Teresa of Kolkata says, love cannot remain by itself. If it remains, it has no meaning. It has to be put into action, and that action is service. Let our love be manifested in our humble service. Happy Sunday.